Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Everyone watching us. We are screens. We are live. Stream watching more. Hey, old man.
Well, I am Anthony, and I think we're having some technical difficulties. Daddy, you're being a little glitchy, so we'll have to figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize for that, but I think so. It's okay. Yeah, all right, all right. But we are currently watching the Pro Bowl as we speak. At least the little man
Yeah,
is.
we
So I just
are.
need to take care of a couple of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Oh, and on the first play of the game, we almost had a pick.
What happened?
So it was thrown by Kyler Murray, and Max Crosby almost came up with the pick. He deflected it, and yeah, that could have been a pick six for the AFC, but it was O'Neal of the Vikings coming up with the stop for the NFC, not letting Crosby get it. So we have Stephen and Andy Travel Matters in here and Walking with Tamsin. Glad to see you all in here. As we are streaming the Pro Bowl, NFC, AFC.
Now,
this is going to be an interesting game. I've never watched the Pro Bowl in my lifetime, so I'm excited to see what it's all about.
You've watched.
No, I haven't. I haven't. I've only ever watched the Skill Showdown. That's it. Brewers on Deck.
You've
the Brewers
watched it
Fan
with
Fest,
me.
for those of you who don't know, is the week of is the same day as the Pro Bowl. So we're always we would always be in downtown Milwaukee watching the game, or not watching the game, doing the getting autographs from the players and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this is totally new to me.
Okay, can you hear me properly through this? Not just through StreamYard, but through this floor that we have between us right now. Can you hear me well now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah, I can. It's a 2-second delay though. I hear you before.
We have a delay, and so we're just going to have to sort of work through this as best we can. And the reason why we are not in the same room, before we get to that, I want to give massive shout outs and hey, so Stephen and Andy saying hi. Walking with Tamsin joining us from Scotland. The Happy Hodag joining us.
Yes.
Saying you wish it was the Packers Bowl. We 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But to sort of give you the explanation, Stephen and Andy said it well. You pitched a no-hitter against COVID. See, sportsy work, awesome. but that's pretty much the situation. We are split up right now by a floor in the basement, den, and office right now. While little buddy, you are currently sitting in the palatial Sorgi Stories Estate living room.
Yeah, I'm up here in the living room, watching the game.
And the reason for that is Happy Hodag saying hi from Green Bay. We're going to have to check you out after all this. The Nugent's joining us from England. Thank you for popping in. The reason why we are separated on this live stream today, because, little man, you got that nice little bug.
Yeah, I did.
I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, so last Saturday I just woke up not feeling well with a fever, and then we did one of the home tests and I came back positive. We took another one. I came back positive again. I'm fine, as you can probably tell. I had a little bit of a sore throat, headache, all that stuff, minor symptoms. We have an interception by Darius Leonard of the Colts on the first drive of the game.
Ooh,
yeah, but
nice.
yeah, so I got COVID, but I am feeling great now. The only reason we are separated is so that we're not wearing masks. Because when we're together, we have to wear masks until a couple days from now. So yeah, and I guess somehow the AFC scored. I don't know how. But it's 7-0 AFC. So yeah, that's essentially the story. I got COVID, but I'm fine. So yeah.
Exactly. And the number 2 on the scoreboard that's just graphic has to do with a previous case in our family of COVID. I'll let that be private, but we have beaten COVID every time we've had it. I will, because of the fact that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention suggests that after 5 days, if symptoms are good, meaning that they're gone with the person who has COVID, and they're good for 24 hours and they can keep a fever down and gone without any aid of medication, it's safe to not have them isolate anymore, but if you're around someone, should wear. So we've been masking up when we've been in this house, and you should still wear a mask until day 10, because the virus could still be there. So we are playing safe when it comes to that, and I'm masking up when I'm around the man, and mommy is masking up when she's around Anthony. So we are definitely trying to take care of each other that way. And you had COVID despite the fact that you have been taking fantastic precautions this entire pandemic. You've been incredible, bud.
Well, yeah, at school we're always masked up. We try to social distance, but that's almost impossible in a classroom. But yeah, I try to do my best. Obviously it's not fun, but yes, we have Just Call Me Annie in the Nashville airport. Very interesting spot to be on this first Sunday in February.
Very cool spot to be in. Anonymami is massively jealous. I can tell you that because we're in Nashville time soon. So it's Tuesday is our clear day.
Yeah, and I'll be going back to school tomorrow.
So then we can certainly bond at that point and be the father and son that we should be. And the kid's got a bit of a golden ticket for a while, because has he been able to gain the antibodies to battle it, and that he has the antibodies to battle it, but he's fully vaccinated. He's not eligible yet for a booster. That's going to come, I believe, in May. So when that happens, so he's good to go when it comes to battling COVID. I am boosted. I am vaccinated. We are religious mask wearers, and we encourage everyone to take those precautions. Take care of yourselves and your family when it comes to it. So please do that. We recommend that because we want to see you all.
Oh, Daddy, we can't hear you. It's pretty glitchy. You are glitching really bad, but Stephen and Andy Travel Matters. So the big thing is just I have to wear a mask at school. That's the only difference. Is that so we can be together without masks on Tuesday, but I can go to school with a mask, which I'm always masked at school. But yeah, so the NFC has the ball. They're driving down the field. Justin Jefferson wants a PI call. He doesn't get it. And let's see, was that PI on Denzel Ward of the AFC? He pushed off a little. And Daddy, you're still glitching. So we'll probably have to figure this out, but
I'm fixing that.
Yeah. Yeah, at sometimes your audio is glitching, sometimes it's video. But the NFC is inside the 40 of the AFC. Kirk Cousins in the game. One interesting thing about this game is that each team has to have a fullback, which is not something you see much. How many chicken tenders does it take to be COVID? This might shock you, Steven and Andy, but I don't think I've had any chicken tenders. I've had cheese curds. I've had chicken nuggets. I've had Wawa sandwiches. Wawa is a gas station here, and they also have like a little mini restaurant, and we love going there. I go there a lot after school. So yeah, as you can probably hear in the background, the fire station alarms going off as we have Melanie Griesemer saying Wawa is so good. Yes, it is. As here we go. Oh,
testing 1 2. Is this better?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Awesome.
Now
let me just turn the other monitor off here, so bear with me.
Okay. And the fullback gets in the game, and the NFC scores to tie it up. Kirk Cousins to Kyle Juszczyk, the 49ers fullback.
Hey, fullbacks!
Yeah, what a play there, about maybe close to 20-yard play. And this is the problem with the Pro Bowl. They just let Kyle Juszczyk in to the end zone. There were 3 or 4 guys that could have gotten him, and they just let him in. Yeah, sounds like an air raid. I remember those firehouse sirens growing up back in Old Forge, PA. Steven and Andy Travel Matters is saying here as the extra point. They didn't even try to block the extra point. They just stood there.
How's this?
You're good.
Okay. Yeah. Steven and Andy, to explain that, I'm not sure if you already did, little buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Every single time we have some sort of fire truck needed or police car needed, et cetera, et cetera. I won't do that sound effect again, please.
Yeah. The worst, I think it's loud from our house, which is maybe 2-3 blocks away. But when you're right by it, which we've been driving by and it'll go off, I'm like, sheesh. And when we first moved here, I thought it was a tornado siren.
I remember.
That was crazy.
Now here's the most important battle, and I think we're going to have to do a feature episode on this. Wawa versus Quick Trip.
Ooh, yes.
Wawa is so incredible.
It is.
But Quick Trip now has fried cheese curds.
Ooh, okay. What? Okay. Well, here's the one thing is when I would go to work with Anana Mommy because she is a professional nanny, so we would so I would go to work with her when I have off school, and so when we if there's Quick Trip nearby, we would get the smoothies. The Quick Trip smoothies are really good, but Wawa's might even be better. As Steven and Andy Travel Matters, yeah, Quick Trip is a Wisconsin gas station.
And now also in Iowa, Minnesota.
Yeah. And they've got they have some food, but mainly it's just your normal gas station. But Wawa has crazy they've got a crazy selection of food. Now brisket even.
Oh, brisket. They now have, I think, a brisket cheesesteak or something like that, or something similar.
Yeah, something. They've got brisket sandwiches with mac and cheese. Soon, aren't they getting into the pizza business?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting test here in Philadelphia, which is one of the Italian food capitals of the world outside of Italy itself. Melanie Griesemer, New York City delis and bodegas are the absolute best. You have to settle for Wawa now that you are in Florida. It is hard to find delis and great sandwich shops outside of the big cities where they're tradition. Here, hoagies and cheesesteaks are like haiku.
Yeah.
There's a form there that you have to follow. You can put in certain things with it, but there's an absolute form. Stephen and Andy, gas station food has come a long way over the years. You are not hating on it. I don't know if you're watching this. Sooner Girl Travels. She has done a little bit of a study with her husband, Jerry, of gas station food. Where they live in Oklahoma, it is not good.
Huh.
It is just not good.
I'm very confused here. This is so somehow the NFC got the ball. They go for it on 4th and 15. The AFC gets an interception. The NFC guys literally just stand back and don't do anything.
Strange.
They're just they're trying to act like they're going to tackle him, but they don't. They just let him run out of bounds. What is this? We need to go back to. I was telling Daddy about this. I think it was 2007 Pro Bowl. Mm-hmm. Sean Taylor, totally hit sticked a punter. That's what we need in these games. It's just full effort. Mark Andrews almost. Oh, he did get it. Mark Andrews gets a touchdown. I couldn't tell if he held on, but he did. And Justin Herbert, Chargers quarterback, to Mark Andrews, the Ravens tight end who killed the Packers.
We were about to say, we were at that Packers-Ravens game. Mark Andrews nearly destroyed the Packers single-handedly.
Yeah.
He had double digits in catches, more than 100 yards receiving, caught a couple of touchdown passes. Just an insane day. He belongs in this Pro Bowl.
Yeah, first in receiving, receptions, receiving yards, and tied first for touchdown receptions for tight ends.
Huge day.
Yeah.
That he had against the Packers that day. Melanie Griesmer, you were spoiled with amazing food options living in New York. We feel you here in Philly. We miss Wisconsin and its food options because it's home.
Yeah.
But we're discovering so many cool other options here. Now, I'm not able, because we use Sling here in this house, because you're using Sling to watch the Pro Bowl, and I'm here downstairs. I can't.
Huh.
So I am relegated to watching Olympic curling.
Okay.
Olympic curling. I'll be giving you updates on that.
As the U.S. Was eliminated from mixed doubles in curling this morning. But the men's curling team back in 2018 bringing home gold.
Yes.
That was awesome.
A whole bunch of cheeseheads on that team too.
Yes. In women's hockey this morning, the U.S. beat Switzerland 8-0. Huge game against Canada. Tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure, late tomorrow night. That's going to be a great matchup. I've watched some luge. I've watched some skiing as an American came home with the silver medal in some sort of skiing.
Yeah, it was the snow cross.
Happy
Hodag. I would miss Culver's if I had to leave Wisconsin. We'll get back to Olympic talk, but little buddy, you feel that so much.
Oh yeah, I miss Culver's a lot. Some days I'll just be like, why aren't there any good cheese curds compared to Culver's? There are good, decent cheese curds, but nothing like Culver's here.
We will, while we're talking here, I'm going to get us into the, here, I'm going to put in a link to the Culver's episode.
Yes.
From our series.
Daddy, would you like,
not familiar.
Would you like me to set you up with the Pro Bowl? I can get you downstairs with the game.
If you can get both TVs working on it, great.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, it is definitely, Culver's is definitely Melanie, you're saying it. Culver's is so good. You've got some in Florida, I think. It is a Wisconsin, for those who don't know, it's a Wisconsin-based fast foodish type of chain. Their burgers put any of the big three, McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, to absolute shame. because they have the Butterburger. And at most locales, they offer fried cheese curds. Fried cheese curds are to die for. The kid has a series on this channel, for those who don't know, but I think most of you know, where he reviews fried cheese curds from the time that we lived in Wisconsin until we moved to Philadelphia. I'm going to get you here to the Culver's episode and to the episode of our chicken and curd series where we review that. I'm going to put those in the links. While we're sitting here, by the way, oh yeah, and by the way, yes, Stephen and Andy, you are correct. Bottom of the barrel at this point, but those are truly still the most three famous of the burger chains around the country. You've got your In-N-Out burgers, you've got your Whataburgers that are great. We are definitely going to experience those on our travels as we hit those parts of the country. While we sit here, I'm going to put in Culver's The Standard Bearer. This is our episode from Culver's where he experienced its awesomeness and shared it with you. And I'm also going to link in here the Chicken and Curds playlist where he reviews cheese curds and chicken tenders, his absolute favorite foods.
You have the game on down there.
I see it now.
Okay, sweet. Is the audio off?
I have the audio off of the game. Yep.
Awesome.
I'm seeing Russell Wilson on my screen.
Yes. JJ Watt not impressed by the Pro Bowl. And I know that none of you are in the hold on one second here.
Sure. Cheese curds and chicken tenders are his favorite foods. And there is the playlist for people to enjoy that. While little buddy is taking care of what he needs to figure out, I also want to give major shout outs to many of you who are already here and to others who aren't watching as we say. And oh boy, Stephen and Andy. I'm going to let the kid come on board and blow his throat out and say it.
Chicken tenders!
Okay, there we go.
Okay, sorry. Now I'm having technical difficulties. I'm trying to watch the Pro Bowl, and now it won't let me watch it. It's saying it signed me out of Sling.
Yeah, that's what happens. You have to.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Okay. I don't know here how we're going to solve this. Because I can't be up there with you, but let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. All right. While we're talking here. But while I'm taking care of this internal technical difficulty issue, I'm going to give some major thank yous to so many of you who've been so generous for what we are trying to do to raise money for Sunshine Kids. This is a thank you, what we are doing to raise money for kids who battle childhood cancer. It is a charity that is based out of Houston, but they serve and do projects nationwide. They give special fun experiences to kids who have cancer. Like if you look at in their description, you can see them in Disney World. And that is so cool that it looks like they send kids to Disney World. We are raising $1,000 for them as a thank you for 1,000 subscribers. And we are thanking specifically Tom Grossi and the Grossi Posse. For those who are not familiar, Tom Grossi is a world-class comedian. He is a fantastic comedian. He's based out of New York. He is a Green Bay Packers fan. Every Packers game day, he has a live stream of the game. Little Buddy is a huge fan of Tom Grassi. And the night that the Packers play the 49ers in the playoffs, and we're eliminated from the playoffs, we did a live stream. So we decided to do this live stream. And then at halftime, I'm going upstairs just to get some water and refresh. And the kid took over the stream. And then all of a sudden, I'm hearing, "Oh, Grassi raid! We're getting raided!" Those are Tom Grassi's followers. And during halftime, he sends people to other Packers game watching channels who are doing live streams. And all of a sudden, you'll see hundreds of people on the stream. And that's what he did to us. And this kid is screaming, "We're getting raided!" And like, yes! And it was at that moment that we topped 1,000 subscribers. So we're supporting a charity that Tom Grassi has championed, Sunshine Kids. We're raising $1,000 for them. We are already, after another donation today, we are at $690. It is our hope to raise 1,000 by the Super Bowl. So I challenge you, if you have not donated yet, donate to Sunshine Kids and spread the word for what we're doing and the good stuff that we're doing with this. I challenge you to join us there with that. I think our situation right now is that we can't watch the same thing on Sling at the same time. So,
yeah, I'm resign it. Sign me out right now. So I am currently trying to sign back in to Sling, but it's kind of weird because I'm doing this through a TV, which I've never done before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome. We'll figure this out. We will figure this out. And in the meantime, I can tell you that USA is losing to Switzerland 3-0 in curling.
What kind of curling?
What's that?
What kind of curling?
Curling, Olympic curling.
Well, I know that, but I mean, is it like team? Is it?
It's always a team event.
I mean, like, okay, so like they had mixed doubles, like that's what I mean.
I think this may be the mixed doubles you were referring to earlier.
Okay, I don't know because it said we were eliminated, but who knows?
Okay, we probably were, and they're just showing a replay of it.
Yeah.
Or at least we lost. Scott Michelle, hey, how you doing? We are good. We should just refresh everyone and tell everyone why we are on separate screens and the kid is off screen right now. It is because we are currently separated on COVID semi-quarantine. The kid got it. He's beaten it. He is in day 8, technically, of his COVID situation. He went through the 5 days of total isolation. And I lived here in the basement while he lived in the first floor and upstairs. And Mommy was incredible in taking care of him. She is negative. I am negative. We're good. We are all okay. So after that 5-day point, his symptoms ended really around day 6. And so he's been good since then. The CDC recommends, and we're following what the CDC suggests, that we mask up if we're around together, if we're around each other in the same room at any point when we're in the house until we get to day 10, which is Tuesday. So for that reason, we could have done this live stream together, but you wouldn't have seen our mouths.
Yeah, we would be masked.
So I would have had to talk with my hands like I am already.
Yeah. So, okay, so I am back. I've got it all set up. It's 14-7 as the AFC has the ball. Clock winding down in the first quarter.
You're going to have to be my Pro Bowl monitor while I watch Olympic curling.
So, what's the score? And
it's 3-0 Switzerland in the second end.
Okay. Right now they're showing Jonathan Taylor with over 1,000 rushing yards out of Wisconsin. And what we got Stephon Diggs. This is what I'm talking about. Stephon Diggs trying to pass the ball. And Chandler Jones of the NFC linebacker for the Cardinals is just like staying near him. He's not going for the tackle. Like, tackle the people.
The Pro Bowl is this all-star game where it used to be all out, hit hard, tackle, best players in football playing against each other.
Yeah.
Playing for pride and things like that. The reason why the Pro Bowl has become essentially a glorified exhibition game and a glorified touch football game is because of an injury that happened in a Pro Bowl side event years ago. Where they were playing beach football in like a Pro Bowl side game. Robert Edwards, a running back for the New England Patriots, went up to catch a football, landed ridiculously awkwardly. I believe it was a knee injury that he suffered, and it ended his career.
Wow.
So now you have all these players who are supremely afraid. Thank you so much, Scott and Michelle. He is doing so much better.
Yeah, I'm fine. I have a little bit of, the stuff, the long going stuff. A little tired. But other than that, I'm good. But when did that injury happen? What Pro Bowl?
It was in the 90s. And
so Sean Taylor's the only one since then who goes full out.
I wouldn't say the only one. And he's referencing a hit that he had in 2006 against Buffalo.
Or was it 2006 or 2007? Somewhere around there.
It was the video I saw said 2006.
Okay, yeah, but if you don't know what we're talking about, Sean Taylor, who was on the NFC team, hit sticked a Bills punter who was trying to run for the first down on a fake punt run. And yeah, that's what we need more of here. That's what I want.
All right.
Hit sticks.
While he's watching the Pro Bowl, I'm watching the Olympics, and Team USA is trying to come back against Switzerland in a match that I think was tape delayed. And I think they got 1 point back on the second end against Switzerland. So they're down 3-1 after the second end. Now we have to ask everyone.
We have an interception. And Antoine Winfield's going to run this all the way back because he's just going to run it back and no one's going to try to tackle him.
Pick six,
Antoine Winfield, NFC.
So I should ask you, our audience out there, what Olympic sport would you want to compete most in? Winter or summer? What Olympic sport would you want to compete in? I would say for summer, of course, I'm a basketball and I'm a track and field guy. So yeah. I'd be playing basketball.
Maybe baseball though.
True, it's going to be out of Paris, but it will be back, I believe, in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In 2028. For the winter, curling is the safest sport, and it's the sport which is most possible for you to be able to compete in while drinking beer.
True.
Stephen and Andy, pizza eating, no chocolate.
But at the same time, I also like bobsledding.
That's fun. You know who would be a fantastic member of the U.S. bobsled team?
Who?
A.J. Dillon of the Green Bay Packers. Imagine him pushing a bobsled with his world-renowned quad muscles, full speed, full power, with 3 other guys, and then riding down that thing. Stephen and Andy, curling my arm as I bring pizza, chocolate, and coffee up to my mouth. Bravo. Bravo.
I'm not going to say what happened, but Daddy, I already know what happened in that match. I heard.
It's okay.
What?
You spilled the beans. It's okay.
Well, the U.S. lost; they were eliminated, so that's what happened.
Adventures with Scott and Michelle. I would say summer for us. Scott wants golf. Michelle wants baseball.
Okay.
Oh, to be at Dodger Stadium in 2028 in LA.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, I'd love to be at those games.
Yeah, but if only the major leaguers would play in it.
Not gonna happen.
Sadly,
Will never happen. The only way that it would ever happen is if they put it in the Winter Olympics, and every Winter Olympics site had to have an indoor baseball stadium. But it's not going to happen because they require winter sports to be on snow or ice, which may be a reason why Stephen and Andy say, honestly, I think the winter sports might be a little more fun.
Yeah. Well, no, in bobsledding, you got to have A.J. Dillon, but you also have to have Nathan Chen from the U.S. figure skating team. They're always talking about his quads.
It's a quadruple jump, not the quad muscle.
Same thing.
Oh,
Same
man.
thing.
That's a bit different. Come on.
I know. But yeah, so this game is just not going well. Because they're weak. That's all I can say. They're playing weak.
Here is where, oh, by the way, I'm just getting a note here. Tomorrow, you're going to see the two of us on a guest spot on the YouTube channel Yost Malone.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to mention that. I totally forgot about that. Yes.
Tomorrow, we will be on his channel. Go subscribe to him. Go check it out.
Yeah, he did an interview with you. You could call him the king of baseball, YouTube, Zach Campbell. Yeah, he did that. He posted that one. I watched that yesterday.
We want to shout him out. We also want to shout out, and we're going to be doing this on every video that we do, every pre-produced vlog video that we do, a different channel every week. But I think it's awesome to say thank you to everyone who's already donated to Sunshine Kids.
Yes.
And that includes the Toll Road. That includes New York Brothers. That includes you, Stephen and Andy. That includes RTK Adventures. That includes Where in the World is CL? That includes, okay, I'm going to have to go back and get the name of the channel here. Oh, man. While I looked that up, I'll say it also includes the channel Samovi, Samovi, a vlogger from just north of us, up in the Poconos in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Close, I think, to where, Stephen, I think where you're from.
As we have That's Amazing in the chat. Hello.
That's amazing!
Yeah, how y'all doing back home in Milwaukee?
They are the ones who inspired us to get into this more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Go over and check them out. They are a challenge channel in so many ways, a trick shot channel that has exploded on YouTube. And they are fantastic friends in real life as well.
Yes. But
where have we seen That's Amazing on YouTube and beyond? If you can describe that while I look this up.
Trick shots. There's too much to explain. As now we have another touchdown for the AFC, it looks like, or 2-point conversion, something. But yeah, That's Amazing is an awesome channel that does a lot of awesome stuff with the Harlem Globetrotters and countless other channels. So, yeah. So, what does everyone in the chat think about the Super Bowl?
Who are you picking?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I think it's going to be like a 31-24 game either way, and it's going to come down to the final 2 minutes. I think that's how it's going to play out because the matchups, the Bengals D versus the Rams offense and the Rams defense versus the Bengals offense. Those are going to be great matchups to watch. And I think it's just going to be a great overall game. The Happy Hodag, Bengals. Yeah, I like the pick. Yeah, we're still crying. I'm guessing that you're referencing the Packers loss.
Yes, we are all crying.
Yeah, I think we were all crying.
We
But
are all crying.
yeah, that was a tough loss. But apparently there's hope Aaron Rodgers is coming back. And per Adam Schefter earlier today, I'm confused. If you score, do you get the ball back or something? Is that how we're doing
I don't
this?
think so. I don't think so.
Because the AFC scores, and then they get the ball back.
Huh. The kick
And then the NFC gets an interception.
Weird.
Yeah, this is
it's
real.
the Pro Bowl. It's the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the fun of this game. To continue the shout outs, by the way, we'll get back to that real quick. Till further notice, Outstanding RV Channel. They donated to our effort for Sunshine Kids to help kids with cancer. We mentioned Samovi, Samovi. Look her up. Santos Chronicles.
Yes.
Was generous to help us. Dave and Kathy Hyde went way above and beyond in their kindness in helping kids with cancer with them. Check out their channel. Primetime Travelers today added themselves to the list.
Oh, we have
all those shout outs.
We have a Kitty Goes Meow in the chat. I love it. KGM, Kitty Goes Meow, Tom Grossi. Yeah. As we have Justin Jefferson, who was supposed to pass it to CeeDee Lamb in the end zone for the NFC and just ran it because Lamb wasn't open.
By the way, that's amazing. Tom Grossi, have you two connected yet?
Yeah.
They have connected?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I suggest that you do. That would be a fun collaboration to see the two of you work together on something, especially Packers related.
Yes. Yeah, Kitty Goes Meow is there's Kitty Goes Meow, there's I Am Bruce and I Am Springsteen. Jets and Giants fans who are brothers. There's a whole set. I actually watched the entire saga in my quarantine.
That's
a
awesome.
3-hour whole year. And so every year he does a different thing. So this year it is going to be, I think, the AFC South. So it was the East, then the West, now the South. The next year it'll be the North. And then it'll rotate again. He has a character for every single team, with the Packers character being himself.
All right, now since we're talking football, we're talking Super Bowl, but we have so many people who are on with us who aren't necessarily gigantic football fans, but maybe would watch the game because it's the Super Bowl. It's what you do. What's going to be on your menu for Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah.
What will be on your menu? And also think about the fact that it's the day before Valentine's Day.
I think we're going to go pizza. That's your
guess?
Well, that's what we're doing.
How do you know that?
Because that's what we said we're doing.
I think the place we talked about what we said we were going to do, they don't specialize in pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. They also I forget the other thing they do. Stromboli.
Oh my gosh. Now, if you ever get to Philadelphia, let us know when you come. We will take you to the original maker of Stromboli, Romano's. Yes. It's close to where we live. So good. Ridiculously good.
Yeah, I enjoy the pizza more than I do the Stromboli. But NFC has the ball. Yeah, this is... I would say that the skill showdown is better than the game. And the skill showdown wasn't even that good this year. So...
Prime time. Thank you so much for your donation to help Sunshine Kids. It's so awesome to see you here. I don't blame you for not wanting to vlog or for vlogging and feeling bad about those 49ers. You guys did the job against us. Those guys did the job.
They did. They did.
All credit.
Yeah, but the Rams are a really good football team, and I think they deserve to be in the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. The receiving core is great. The running backs, great. The entire team, it's a win now mode. They trade for Matthew Stafford, Von Miller. They traded for Jalen Ramsey a couple years ago. Yeah, so that team, they have brought in a lot of players. Sony Michel, Odell Beckham Jr., and they're going for that Super Bowl. Well, on the other hand, you have the Bengals, a very young team.
Yeah.
With Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that duo, and I think their 4th or 5th year in between the NFL and college, they 1 year apart. They played together at LSU, won a national championship. As Kyler Murray is scrambling, and they're gonna look like they're gonna sack him, and then they don't. And Mike Evans makes a Moss catch over some guy from the Raiders, a linebacker who was literally like on his knees looking up.
This is a glorified touch football game.
It is. In fact, I'm gonna see what's on the Olympics. Why not? And there might be some basketball.
While you're doing that, Stephen and Andy, a killer veggie moussaka for an early Valentine's Day meal. We have been in this mode of the Southeast Mediterranean food. We have yet to find the great Greek spots in Philly, but we have been enjoying some Turkish cuisine. You'll see some video on that at some point coming up. We tried some Turkish drinks. Thank you to the channel If We Go To for helping us with that. But Stephen and Andy, you're killing us here. This is awesome. Daddy smiling as if he's watching Vin Scully call the game. Any Vin Scully mentions are awesome.
As actually the Marquette women are playing on FS1 right now against the Creighton Blue Jays at the Al McGuire Center, up 1.
Excellent.
Yeah. They are 16-5, and in the bonus here, as we have 6.9 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Ooh.
Up 1 as there's a play under review. Creighton 16-6 as that's what's going on in the college basketball world. What is this? What are they looking at here?
We are going to, as you look at that, I'm going to find the link to the last event that we went to before COVID turned the world upside down.
Yes, as they're looking at who the ball was off of. As we were talking about earlier, Jalen Koff in skiing comes home with silver for the U.S. I think only the 2nd ever gold medal in whatever skiing event that is, that I'm not remembering the name to. Providence beat Georgetown today. Georgetown was winning at the half in men's basketball. That was surprising. And then Providence blew them out of the water. 19-point win.
What you're seeing in the link is the last event that we went to before COVID.
Yeah.
Struck and changed this world. There was a Marquette women's basketball game in Chicago at the Big East tournament. That was so fun.
Yeah.
And I so many crazy connections too to where we are now, because we sat next to the dad of a Villanova player. Villanova's based here in Philadelphia, and he was there watching his daughter play against Marquette. Where are we living now? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It all connects.
Yeah, and we're only 20 minutes from the Nova campus, as they're going to give the ball to Marquette, I think. Yup, they are. And it's going to be so I think Marquette's going to win this game. At the Al, it's 7.2 seconds. They're going to inbound it and
Ring out a Hoya with an
M-U-Rara, 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 ring out a Hoya with an M-U-Rara, M-U-Rara for old Marquette. Da-da-da-da-da.
Primetime Travelers, the UCF Knights women's team 16-3, and number 8 seed potentially in the tournament.
Okay.
I love women's basketball as much as the guys. Great competitive basketball, very team oriented. Love watching them play. Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of just sitting down and watching I'm not. So last night or Friday night, there was a Big 12 women's basketball game on that I didn't care about at all. But if it's Marquette, I'll watch it, or if it's West Virginia, I'll watch it. Or if it's like a really good game, like a UConn versus whoever, Stanford.
Now, since we discussed the subject earlier, we should ask this of everybody. What was the last big fun thing you did before COVID hit? What was the last big fun thing you did that you had a chance to enjoy before COVID-19 racked up the world?
Yeah, as we have so I guess Marquette still somehow has the ball up 3. They shot free throws. I think made both, but somehow they still have the ball.
Yeah. Primetime travelers, you love watching the UCF Knights women's team. The men's team started strong with wins over Miami and Michigan, but have been so inconsistent since.
Yeah.
We understand, we empathize with that feeling with the previous coach we had at Marquette, Steve Wojciechowski. Great guy, not the best coach.
No, Shaka Smart, a huge improvement. Leading to Marquette, if maybe even into the Sweet 16. For sure, though, I think they'll go to the second round. But if they get a high enough seed, get a good matchup, they could be playing in the Sweet 16.
If you are a bracket doer, come tournament time, I'm not just saying this because they are my alma mater. Marquette is a dangerous team.
Yeah, they are.
They have more wins over top 25 teams than any team in college basketball. 6.
Or actually, so that would ranked
they
wins. I checked it. So they actually have 5 of currently ranked teams. 6 wins against when they played them ranked teams. And I don't know if 5. I think they might be tied with Alabama for currently ranked teams because Alabama's beaten 3 of the Final 4 teams.
Man.
From last year, yeah. So who has the ball here? Is it going to be? I think So Creighton is going to get the ball with 6 seconds.
Stephen and Andy, you went to London on your way to Italy. Oh my gosh, why could you not stick us in your suitcase with that trip? And then Stephen doing a 5th tour in Japan. I got to tell you, for those of you who do not know of them yet on YouTube, Kara and Nate, they were our other major inspiration besides That's Amazing.
Yeah.
Their first location was Tokyo on their world travels.
As the Marquette women come away with a win, 50-47. They
Woohoo!
Yeah, what a stop by not a stop, just a bad shot. Creighton literally they just threw the ball, but it landed like right in front of them. So yeah.
Let's see. Let me remember how to do this. Okay, that's how
there we go. Now we can.
Now we're grooving here. Primetime travelers. Our men's coach is the great Johnny Dawkins, good recruiter. You live and die with a 3-point shot, much like Marquette did for many, many years. But whenever I hear the name Johnny Dawkins, I have to put in the Dickie V voice, Johnny Dawkins. I always think of Dick Vitale calling Johnny Dawkins when he was with Duke back in the 80s.
So right now, I've got NBC on. I have no idea. They've got it's some sort of skiing event, and they're stopping and they're going. They're at a pit stop.
Yeah, I'm stuck on curling. Let me see if I can. I can't watch it if you're watching it.
Oh, really? I thought 3 devices could watch it at the same time.
Oh, we'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah, it's on NBC.
Okay.
As they've got a whole bunch of different events. I think they're re-showing. As on NFL Network. So there's Super Bowl replays. We have Super Bowl replays from when the Patriots came back on the Falcons.
Oh, this is biathlon, I think.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what biathlon is, bud?
Kinda. I know what summer biathlon is, but
yeah, because the winter biathlon is the combination of skiing and shooting.
Huh.
Your last thing that you did, Primetime Travelers, was an MLK weekend getaway from Central Florida to Fort Lauderdale. Amtrak. I cannot wait to get back on that. We have plans coming up for a trip south on Amtrak this year. Stay tuned.
So now, okay, I don't know if American Football Network is in here, but
I don't see him.
okay, so a friend of mine who is a Packers fan down in South Carolina has a YouTube channel. Now, actually, has 2 YouTube channels. He now has a gaming channel as well. It likes NASCAR, and we were talking at the Coliseum, and he said that this is actually the best race of the year. So I thought I would turn it on.
Okay.
They have NASCAR at the Coliseum, which I think is kind of weird, to be honest.
How you do that?
They put a track in it.
I mean, it's like a quarter of a mile track at best.
I don't know. Yeah, so this is like a
dangerous.
preseason race, and they said that they go all out. It's like the Pro Bowl, except they go all out. So yeah,
Beautiful commentary. The
yeah,
Happy Hodag. My last adventure before the pandemic was Amtrak to St. Louis. So you probably went Milwaukee through Union Station in Chicago down to St. Louis.
yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
So as also so American Football Network, part of the college football community that I'm part of, a whole bunch of college football fans, and I know that none of you in here, I don't know if any of you in here are part of it. I don't think so, but
Yeah, that's okay.
but one of the members of the community broke his leg, but he had surgery. He's good now. So glad to hear about that. Michael Vick over at VicTube. Go send him some love on YouTube.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when you were talking about the Olympics, because they have the Slob Olympics where they do a whole bunch of 40-yard dashes and all sorts of fun stuff.
Stephen and Andy, having Amtrak envy. I just looked it up. You don't have an Amtrak where you live. I'm sad for you. Love Amtrak. Where's your favorite places that you've Amtrak to? Tell us.
For us, it's probably Detroit, right?
Wait a second. We Amtrak on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did Amtrak on the West Coast, from Oxnard, California, up to Oakland.
That was an all-timer. That was an all-timer. I'm going to grab that video too. Now that we can do that here on this lovely platform.
Yes.
That was in our first big-time road trip.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I would recommend, if you can find a way to get to Charlotte in some other fashion, definitely do it and take the Amtrak. Here's our Amtrak West Coast journey to check that out. And Stephen and Andy, you may especially be appreciative of this. I'm also going to throw in the video that was before that on the trip, which was the band we saw, whom we are good friends with, Kelly's Lot. Subscribe to them on YouTube.
Yes.
They are an amazing blues, rock, folk band out of LA. They were ranked top 5 by Independent Songwriter Magazine some years ago.
Wow.
As one of the top independent bands in the United States.
And I apologize about the background noise. That was my tablet, but I turned it off, so we're good now. It was just I've got my sports notifications on. It's talking about how Mike Evans did a dunk.
Nice.
So yeah.
Now, here's how I would fix the Pro Bowl. Find a naming right sponsor for the game. I believe, how many players make the Pro Bowl? 45, is that correct?
I have no idea, honestly.
Say it's 45. They put up $45 million for the right to put the name of it, like call it the Apple iPhone Pro Bowl or whatever.
Yeah, right now it's the NFL Pro Bowl presented by Verizon.
Okay. Say Verizon puts up $45 million for naming rights. $1 million a player, winner take all for the winning team.
Ooh, okay.
They're going to play.
Yeah.
They're going to play hard.
Yeah.
You know they're going to play hard.
Yeah.
In a situation like that. So, yeah, you will start getting hits like the Sean Taylor hit against the Buffalo punter back in 2006. just people plastering each other. I
And-
wanted clean hits. We don't want people hurt. So
Yeah.
play hard.
One idea that I was talking to someone about,
Mhm.
is to decide. Okay, so you have like the players chosen for the Pro Bowl, right?
Mhm.
But then throughout the week, they compete for the starting job with different competitions. So you have like you have Aaron Rodgers and like Russell Wilson and all those guys, and they like do like challenges on that would be televised, and the winner gets of the most challenges gets the starting job. Fun little. I think it would work though. It would be good for TV.
It would be good for TV. It would be bad for team unity.
True, that's true. That's true.
That'd be the only channel.
But they would probably get the same playing time. It would just be, why not?
But I love the dodgeball competition, which you were showing me earlier today.
Oh, yeah. It came down to Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings against Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns.
Who here's played dodgeball? Who likes dodgeball?
And it was an amazing. It was just back and forth, 7v7. It comes down to 1v1, and Justin Jefferson with a one-handed catch to win it.
Nice.
Wow.
Could you maintain for a little bit while I take a break?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So as I find out that nothing else good is on, I'm probably just gonna stick the Olympics back on for now. But yeah, there's a lot happening in sports. We have the Pro Bowl. We have the Olympics going on. What a great Olympics it's been so far. Awesome to watch. We have college basketball. We have the NBA. We have golf. We have NASCAR. We have everything at this point going on. So where's everyone chatting from? And if you have an NFL team or if you have a favorite sport, stick it in the comments. So yeah, as I'm trying to get something back on the TV here. So yeah, so Daddy went away for a couple of minutes to take a small break. So it's just me here holding down the fort until he comes back. So yeah, that's what's going on here as and so we were very disappointed, as we said, about the Packers losing in the divisional round to the Niners. That was sad. That really was. But thanks to the Grossi Posse and Tom Grossi, let me pull up his channel and stick it in the I can't. So that's great. That's a big help. As I'm gonna quickly mute myself here. Okay, there we go. We're good. And so the Pro Bowl's back on, and now we're going for it on 4th down and 15. Okay. As Daddy said earlier, it's just a glorified two-hand touch game. But yeah, I apologize for having to go on mute. I was just looking at getting something set up quick for the YouTube chat and all that. So, Adventures of Scott Michelle saying we're from Chicago. We love the Bears and Cubs. So rivals to the Packers, but we are just different laundry. That's all it is. We're all people. We just wear different laundry on Sundays and during summer for baseball season. As the MLB going through a lockout right now, no progress really being made. As we actually have a Bear getting into the action. I think that's going to be Gibson, if I'm correct, on there. So, yeah. This week, though, we had the Pro Bowl skills competition, dodgeball, best catch, 40-yard dash, and thread the needle. And I'm trying to remember, and I think they had a passing competition too, where the quarterbacks would try to hit targets. Threading the needle is where there are a whole bunch of circles, and you have defensive players trying to stop the quarterback from getting it in the hole. You have best catch, simple, whoever can make the best catch. A DB, a defensive back, won that, and then you had dodgeball, where as we talked about the NFC
Dodgeball.
Yes.
Dodgeball's awesome.
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill, known as the fastest man in the world, he's been called that, and at least the fastest man in the NFL.
True.
Micah Parsons, a defensive lineman, beat him. It was crazy.
Oh, that's awesome, Steve and Andy. Thank you so much. I actually have an off-channel question that I guess I could ask it here. Let me know when you come back. I got a question for you that I thought of while I was upstairs.
As since Daddy is back, I am gonna take a break.
Go take a break.
Yeah. So, we'll be back.
You got it.
Here's Daddy.
We are an hour in to our live stream. Thank you all so much for joining us and staying with us here as we continue this. Just to sort of give you an update, we are in separate floors of the house today because the kid got COVID. He's beaten it, but he is not yet past that 10-day period to where you don't have to mask anymore when you're around each other in the house. So I am in the basement office when I'm around him, and when mommy's around him, we're masking up, taking care of each other that way. I'm negative. Mommy's negative, so we're good there. So all is good in that end. It now means twice people in our family have beaten COVID. And again, not to pontificate too much, but please get vaccinated, get boosted, wear masks around each other, help each other out with this. This is, and I'm not trying to say anything in terms of government policy, just be there for each other. That's what this is, just being there for each other, helping each other out. And that's why we're split up by a floor today, but we'll be getting back to the usuals very, very soon. Very, very soon. Again, we are raising money for the Sunshine Kids. It is a fantastic charity. We're raising $1,000 in honor of us reaching 1,000 subs, which we did on that night when the Green Bay Packers played the San Francisco 49ers in the playoffs. And Tom Grassi, Packers super fan, had a live chat going, and he sent his followers, his thousands of fans who were watching at the time, to rate our channel and to rate us with views and subscriptions and likes. And that got us over 1,000. So we were helping his favorite charity. Many of you have already donated to it. Thank you so much. We want to raise $1,000 in honor of 1,000 subs. And as we speak right now, we are at $690. So we're more than 2/3 of the way there. I would love to get there by Super Bowl Sunday. So let's absolutely help get us there. Let's get there. So in the meantime, little buddy has been watching the Pro Bowl upstairs. I'm not able to watch the Pro Bowl because of the way that our Sling TV setup works. He and I can't watch what the other person's watching at the same time. So we are simply watching different things. I've had Olympic curling on. I've had Olympic biathlon on. I'm an Olympics head. I have not been as much of a fan as I used to be because I've learned a lot more about how the sausage is made with the Olympics, how they pick the cities that host it, and some of the things that go wrong with it. There's going to be some stuff coming up on this channel that has to do with that. Stay tuned. But I love the Olympic Games anyway, and the sporting competition in itself, especially all these sports that we never think of watching at any other point, like cross-country skiing, which right now is on our tube at this point. That looks like it's a long-distance race that's going on. I think this is the 50-kilometer race. Happy Hodag telling us, you got your vaccine at Lambeau Field last year. An awesome thing to do at a great location. Thanks to the NFL teams for hosting clinics. 100% yes. I believe our friend Just Call Me Annie, who is, again, great channel. We want to get them over 1,000 as well. We want to get her over 1,000 subscribers as well. So go Sorgy Swarm them with love. I'll see how close she is right now as we speak. But I believe she has a video of either her getting a vaccination or giving blood at the Baltimore Ravens Stadium. So I think she had the same experience that you did. Yep. She's at 990. If you haven't subscribed to her, do it. Do it. Let's get her over 1,000 so she can finally get closer to monetizing. So let's help each other out with that. But yeah, and what a fantastic place to get the vaccine too. Just awesome. Just awesome. As I'm watching here, the Olympics, they're showing this 50-kilometer, I think, cross-country skiing race. That is tough. That is a tough sport. Wisconsin has some familiarity with it because in Wisconsin, they have a race called the Birkebeiner, which is one of America's biggest cross-country races. It's held in northern Wisconsin every winter, usually around the time of the Winter Olympics. So we're missing it this year. But yeah, fun race to check out. How many of you have ever been either cross-country downhill skiing? I can't. My ankle busted it up back when I was in high school. I was told I could never skate or ski again. So I don't get a chance to enjoy any of the Winter Olympic sports as a participant. I would be the type that would go to the ski lodge. I would enjoy my hot chocolate, maybe throw a little schnapps in there. Again, just in moderation and never with the kids. But that would be my ski lodge fun experience. And I love it. I just love to get away and enjoy the beauty of the nature there. But yeah, you won't find me on skis. The kid's never done it. It would be fun for him to do, I think, but never had that experience to do that yet. Never had that experience. I am just hoping that we can get to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, the Summer Games. That would be ridiculous. And I think they're still deciding on who's going to be getting the 2030 Winter Olympics. There is a chance, I believe, that Salt Lake City, which hosted it in 2002, could get it again. So that would be awesome to check out as well. I'd love to go to one of those, especially LA. Especially LA. I'm just picturing and imagining people from all these different countries from around the world, from Nepal, from Bulgaria, from Chile, from New Zealand, from Egypt, all experiencing In-N-Out Burger for the first time. What will be their reaction to having In-N-Out Burger? What would be their reaction to having the animal fries, the animal style fries that they specialize in? That would be fun to watch. That would be so much fun. Trying to hang until the kid gets back. I'm going to see what's going on in the meantime with the Pro Bowl, though I don't know if I can watch it because we had the same issue earlier. So I don't think I'm going to take a chance with that. Let's see. Is he coming back? Let's see. We'll watch the NASCAR Cup Series.
Okay, I'm back.
There you are.
I heard you talking about. Okay, I'm like, I was having. First of all, I took my cheese head off, and I had to, because that can hurt your head after a while.
It can.
So I had to, my hair was like up here, so I had to fix that, and then I had a couple snacks because I was a little hungry. So
I'm watching this NASCAR race at the Coliseum.
is it good?
It is so.
It's weird, isn't it?
They're driving around a track the size of an Olympic running track, a quarter of a mile, and there's like no room to go anywhere.
Huh.
It is so weird.
Yeah, so Pro Bowl, no time left. Oh, someone tackled! They tackled!
Somebody actually tackled somebody at the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, I think
Wow!
Micah Parsons sacked Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my gosh.
It was a pretty weak sack. It was just, a little push, but he sacked him.
My gosh.
So yeah.
The Sunday before the Super Bowl is one of the silliest days in sports. Because
You could say that.
There are so many options that are created that make you try and they battle for your attention. Everything from the Winter Olympics, which has sports you only watch every 4 years typically, to the Pro Bowl, which is half an effort football game, to NASCAR races in a football stadium. It's just weird.
Yeah, I'm putting on NBC right now.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure how much later we're going to stay around, but the good news is that we are both healthy.
Yeah, we're
both feeling better.
Both good. We hope that you are healthy. I
had sinus issues unrelated to COVID this past week, but I'm certainly better. NFL Network is showing the Super Bowl marathon. I haven't seen they're watching the actual full Super Bowl. When I was a kid, ESPN, the morning of the Super Bowl, would show all the old Super Bowl half-hour highlight films. And I would sit there transfixed watching sports history. All the way from the first Super Bowl film where they talk about Max McGee coming off the bench for the Green Bay Packers after the injury to Boyd Dowler, wide receiver, had only caught 4 passes all year long. This 34-year-old guy with knees that made him feel like he was 50 torched the Chiefs defense for 7 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. And later on, we find out, we probably found this out after Vince Lombardi's death, after the Packers won that game and he died 4 years later, that Max McGee did it with no sleep on a hangover. Kid, I suggest you never try and do anything of major importance in your life on a hangover. I suggest you not have a hangover in general, but Toro!
Hello.
Hey there. We are Sorgy swarming others, as you can see on our channel, hopefully helping them get up to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes. Yeah.
We will hopefully be seeing the Toll Road very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned.
Yes. And Dad, if you want to go from the comments over to the private chat, I message you in there.
Okay.
You can figure that out.
See where that is. Where's the private chat? There it is.
Right next to the comments. So you can just respond to me through there.
Yeah. So we are probably going to be wrapping this up real soon.
Okay.
But we want to thank y'all. I just said y'all. Joining us.
Yes.
And joining us here this afternoon. Everyone subscribe to each other's channels.
Yes, the Toll Road is right. The Pro Bowl stinks. It does. Yeah, this is supposed to be a Pro Bowl stream. I'm watching cross country skiing.
Toll Road, this is what I suggested earlier. And fine dining. Hey, how you doing? We got some people joining us now, actually. I guess we'll stick around a little bit.
Yeah, we have CJ from the Grossi Posse. I know we're not getting rated again because Tom Grossi's not even doing this game, but glad that you're coming over from the Grossi posse. Kitty goes meow, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Now, what we are doing is honoring the Grossi posse, by the way, with trying to raise $1,000 for Sunshine Kids, his favorite charity, the Grossi posse, getting us over the top at 1,000 subscribers, for which we are so thankful.
Yes.
But my suggestion that I told that I thought of for fixing the Pro Bowl was making the naming rights plan for the game where they put up 45 million or however many players there are per team times $1 million, and you make the game winner take all, $1 million a player for the winning team. That would get players to play hard. You got $1 million coming your way. You're for one win. You're playing hard.
Losers get nothing. It's all or nothing.
All or nothing.
Yeah. Well, of course they get their trip paid for. But
right. Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
Fine Dining, great channel. Check them out. They do reviews of not just restaurants, but they do reviews of restaurants that a lot of us check out and that a lot of us experience, and just food in general that you can buy in stores. One of my favorite was one of their cheesecake reviews.
Huh.
They've done reviews of different things at Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
So, yeah, they do some fun. They do some fun stuff. Definitely check them out.
Yes.
But for those of you that want to donate to the Sunshine Kids charity, go to our top video on our channel. You can link through there. And I'm also going to throw in the link for the Sunshine Kids here.
Yeah, how much do we have to 1,000?
We are at $690.
Okay.
So we're almost 70% of the way there.
And what our goal is that when the final whistle blows and there's zeros on the clock in LA at the Super Bowl, we want that we want the number to be 4 digits.
Yep.
We want it to say 1,000. That's what we want.
Absolutely.
So
share this link with your friends with what you do. Let them know about it. Hopefully we can get us to $1,000 raised.
Yes.
That's awesome charity that helps kids with cancer get fun experiences.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out. Toro, remind us where your last video was. I think you were in Florida. Your last one, is that correct? You've had some crazy experiences in Florida. A lot of Key West stuff on your channel. Definitely recommend that.
Yeah. Again, what do you all think about the Super Bowl? What's your prediction, Daddy? I know I said 31-24 either way for mine.
I don't have a score yet.
Okay.
And I always wait on a pick. Fort Lauderdale, boom, Toll Road, boom. I always pick the final score after I see the injury reports.
Okay.
Because that can affect things.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I feel like the Rams are more balanced.
Okay.
Typically, the teams that are stronger on one side and weaker on the other are not the ones that win championships.
Okay.
I feel like the Rams have a little bit more across the board than the Bengals do. The question is, how hot does Joe Burrow get?
Yeah, that's a good question. As just looking on here, injury report wise right now, CJ Uzomah and Jackson Carman of the Bengals have not practiced, and on the Rams side of things, they've got a lot of guys: Cam Akers, Tyler Higbee, Van Jefferson, Jalen Ramsey, and Andrew Whitworth, who all did not practice this week. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
At full strength, I would think Rams in a close game.
Yeah.
But there may be enough there for me to lean Bengals. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. So, cross country skiing. Currently, we have the ROC, Russian Olympic Committee, winning out. I guess I don't know what any of this stuff means, but it looks cool. I can tell you that.
Slide over, see if I can see it here. I don't want to take your TV off though. So, but yeah, they're showing cross country skiing right now. Adventures of Scott and Michelle, Randy, Whitney, and Cool when they were in Daytona Beach over a week ago. They're like Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. Daytona Beach, we have never been to.
No, we haven't. We got to get down there.
Florida. It's hard to go during the school year.
Yeah.
There is an itty bitty, teeny weeny chance
Yeah, I like that much.
we're gonna go see the Brewers play down there this year.
In Tampa, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it, but it's possible.
Yeah.
But that probably. I think there's a better chance we'd go there in 6 years when they play down there.
Yeah, and if you want more of our plans for this year, tomorrow, Yost Malone, a YouTube channel here on the platform, has an interview with us, and we talk about our plans and a lot about baseball, a lot about our plans for this year when it comes to baseball and travel and cheese curds. So yeah, we've got a lot in store. So you can go check that out over on his channel.
Toll Road, do not take Tony there during spring break. I will not have our son Anthony there during spring break. Trust me. It is not as family friendly as you would think it should be. Maybe years down the road, just experience it. Maybe go to the Daytona 500. Maybe.
Yeah, that I want to go to the Daytona 500 because I'm not a NASCAR. What is that NASCAR? Or is that IndyCar?
That's NASCAR.
Okay, I can't keep track of all this. There's IndyCar, there's Formula One, there's NASCAR, there's this, there's that.
I would love to go to some of the great Formula One Grand Prix races around the world, like Monaco, like Italy, up in Monza, Italy. There's a great one in Austin, Texas, as well. But for NASCAR to really experience it, the race to check out, I've always been told, is the night race in Bristol, Tennessee.
Oh, at Bristol Speedway?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like stadium watching. Very similar to what you're seeing at the Coliseum today, but a bigger track with more people.
I'll say this. I think there might almost be as many YouTube videos that have been filmed there as NASCAR races, because a lot of the big channels do perfect. Mr. Beast, a whole bunch of them have done stuff at Bristol Speedway. So, yeah, Bristol Speedway is a big spot for YouTubers.
Yes. You got anything else, bud?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we've exhausted our.
Yeah, I'm tired
today. So,
I usually have more.
We thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
I am 95% sure we're going to be doing this on Super Bowl Sunday during the game.
Yeah, at least for a little bit.
We'll
yeah,
see.
we have more material when there's actually a real football game going on.
Awesome. Toll Road. That would be a fantastic challenge for us to go there and do a better video than that.
I don't know if we can match hide and seek in an empty Bristol Speedway, but we can try.
We've done mini golf in downtown Milwaukee. We can do something.
Sure, that's true.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
For Little Buddy, I'm Daddy.
So long from Sorgy Story Studios in Philadelphia. We'll see y'all next